I think an apology is in order. I think his apology is definitely in order. And I must say, I think you should go ahead and apologize to The Rock.
For what?
No. But now, apologize to that man. Apologize to that man. Cody Rhodes, within 72 hours, has become a bigger star than he ever has in his entire career because of The Rock. Whether advertently or inadvertently, he's become a bigger star. You all should be saying, sorry, Rock. And more importantly, you all should be saying, thank you, Rock. Thank you. Thank you for making Cody Rhodes a bigger star. I'm looking at the landscape of things and how much y'all have just mistreated and disrespected The Rock like he's nothing. And it's crazy to me. Like, I look at this whole Cody Rhodes story and it's like, thank you, Rock, for implementing yourself in this story. Because if you didn't, we will be in the same spot we were a year ago when Cody went on to win the Rumble, did nothing for a month, and then went on to face Roman, doing some back and forth promos that was all right. This story they're telling right now has had more drama, more substance, more bite to it because they're teasing, taking it away from you. That's what I've been saying this entire time. They needed something with this damn finish the storyline revolving around Cody. And we finally got it to where Cody is now the biggest baby face in the world. So much so that now we're hearing Rocky sucks chants. Like never in my life I thought we would live in a world to where I would hear Rocky sucks chants when he hasn't even said a word. Not one word, one promo. He said nothing but did a face-off with Roman Reigns. That's it. And now he's the biggest villain. And it doesn't help that every single wrestling site, wrestling commentator, wrestling podcast have fed in to the narrative that The Rock is big, bad, evil, not The Undertaker, back in 2003, this big, bad villain like Black Adam. And he's just trying to take over everything. And he's trying to main event WrestleMania and beat Roman Reigns for the title. Boy, I sure could have used this big, bad, selfish Rock 20 years ago. I sure could have used that then. That would have been awesome. Back when he was getting Rocky sucks chants because he left for Hollywood and didn't care about us anymore. Literally turned heel and gave the fans what you wanted. But he doesn't care about the fans. He's selfish. But Hollywood Rock turned heel, became the most entertaining thing in the entire world. And on that journey, he put himself into a battle royal for the World Heavyweight title to see who will face Triple H at WrestleMania. And he put over Booker T. Yeah, put over Booker T huge. Even sat at the ramp and applauded him. Talking to the fans like, that guy's good. As a heel. Like, it's on tape. You can find it. Said, you know what? That guy is good. Right? And while also he was building up his match with Austin at WrestleMania, he just had segments with this mid-carder called The Hurricane. The Hurricane. The Hurricane. Like, of all people, The Hurricane. It had, again, the most entertaining stuff with someone who was just going to be a person that was going to flounder in the mid-card, not do anything, not mean anything, but The Rock went out his way to make Hurricane a star. And he did. And he got him over. So much so that he put over the Hurricane and had Hurricane beat him. Beat him weeks before his match with Austin at WrestleMania. He put over the Hurricane of all people. And then after he beat Austin at WrestleMania, he wasn't done, because then in a random segment that came out of nowhere, he had a segment with Christian, who was again floundering in the mid-card, and he said, literally on camera, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You gotta seize the day, carpe diem. Seize the moment. Like when you're in a room, you gotta control the room. You gotta be like, you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. You know what happened? A month later, Christian got a haircut, got the IC title, and was off to the races. So within a span of 2 months, he put over Booker T, he put over the Hurricane, he put over Christian, all three guys that were basically floundering in the mid-card. Not because he had to, but because he wanted to. Oh, and by the way, he also, on his way out, lost to Goldberg, made him look like $1 billion because it was The Rock. He wanted the match. It was a dream match, and he understood he had to lose. Why would he not lose as he would go off to Hollywood? That guy, you tell me that guy in his prime was selfish, but had an ego. Well, no, we're not talking about that Rock. We're talking about 10 years later when he had to take CM Punk's spot at WrestleMania. I'm sorry. So the plan was for Punk to be in the main event of WrestleMania 29? Was that the plan? Huh? Was that always the plan? CM Punk with this glorious 434-day reign, this magnetic, entertaining, beautiful, unmatched 434-day reign where he never main evented, he never had any intriguing stories. The only time he couldn't even main event, he couldn't main event a pay-per-view that had John Cena versus John Laurinaitis. That's CM Punk. And the only time he became intriguing is when he turned heel and got with Paul Heyman. But wait a minute, that doesn't happen unless, thank you, Rock, because The Rock wanted to work with the heel. And so they turned Punk heel so that he could have his match with Punk at Royal Rumble as a heel. Thank you, Rock, because if it wasn't for those last 6 months of Punk's reign, it would have been nothing because nobody cared. They didn't push it like anybody cared. But then Punk started main eventing again as a heel. Started having intriguing matches again as a heel because he was best as a heel. Thank you, Rock. But to sit up here and people talking about, I love Punk. Yes, I thought it should have been Punk and Rock at WrestleMania in the main event. I did not care for no John Cena. Nobody cared for John Cena unless you had a bedtime at 10 p.m. Nobody cared about no goddamn John Cena versus The Rock twice in a lifetime. But to sit up here for people that have been saying, oh, well, Rock took Punk's spot at WrestleMania. He beat his 434-day reign. I'm sorry. So who else would have beat it then? I'm sorry. Who else did you have in mind? Because guess what? Only one other person was going to beat CM Punk for that title, and you know who it is. So, in my opinion, you got the lesser two evils. At least we got a 2-month run with Rock as champion, and then he goes on to put over Cena. Yes, I would have preferred it be Punk versus Cena versus Rock. Worst case scenario at WrestleMania, but it wasn't because Punk was never in the plans. He was never pushed as the guy. So get that out your head that Rock went out his way to just bulldoze his way into the main event when that was the plan since The Rock and Cena shook hands after WrestleMania 27. That was always the plan. Rock beats Cena in his hometown at WrestleMania 28. The Rock gets the title, puts over Cena at 29. Yes, nobody wanted to see the match at 29, but that was the plan. Punk was never in those plans. And again, Punk wouldn't have been as over as he was if he didn't turn heel, which again, wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Rock. So again, I'm trying to understand how Rock has become this evil, just manipulative, like overtaking person. I mentioned Black Adam earlier. I guess that's where when everybody reads the reports of how he what he did with Black Adam and Fast and Furious. I guess now that's who you think The Rock is. Am I understanding that correctly? Again, I sure could have used The Rock that all the wrestling media is painting The Rock out to be. I sure could have used him in 2000 when everybody and their mamas know that The Rock should have beat Triple H at WrestleMania 16. But because The Rock was selfless, he said, yeah, Mick Foley should be in the main event of WrestleMania. Yeah, he deserves that. Yeah, I'll lose to Triple H because Triple H was the one politicking to beat Rock because he was insecure and knew that Rock was a bigger star. And he was jealous of The Rock since 97. That's why he tried everything in his power to make sure The Rock never became the guy. But guess what? Ding dong, it already happened. It was inevitable. Yeah, that Rock that lost at WrestleMania when no other person in that position would have agreed to that. No one. Austin, Hogan, Brett, no one would have agreed to that. But The Rock did because he was selfless and he just said, you know what, it is what it is. I'm The Rock. And then he lost the title a month later to this Triple H again. And then he got the title back, not by pinning Triple H, but by pinning Vince McMahon. Because Triple H was insecure and did not want to put over The Rock. That's what Rock had to deal with in his prime. Oh, by the way, that's the same year that Austin was out for most of it, yet WWF had its most profitable year. But yet, y'all keep telling me that Austin was the biggest star in the history of wrestling. Okay. All right. Fine. Rock throughout his entire career on top always put over guys. I'm really trying to figure out this whole, when did Rock become this political mastermind? This political mastermind, evil genius that just bulldozes his way into matches, into things that the people don't want. I'm sorry, was it not y'all for the past 4 years have been asking for Rock versus Roman? Am I losing my mind? Like if I'm The Rock, how am I supposed to feel that y'all have been telling me and I've been teasing this one match that y'all have been asking for 4 years, and now I'm giving it to you, and now you're saying, oh, I don't want it no more. Like, I'm sorry? What do you mean you don't want it no more? Well, Cody gotta finish the story. Well, whose fucking fault is that? I'm sorry, did The Rock booked Cody to lose last year? Is that The Rock's fault? Huh? Is that The Rock's fault? Is it The Rock's fault that Punk got injured and now we don't get one of our matches that we've been waiting for? Is that Rock's fault? But no, but all of y'all putting all your emotional baggage onto The Rock. That's what's happening right now. And again, a lot of it I blame for you irresponsible wrestling media who now is painting The Rock out to be the most evil person in the world. How irresponsible of you. You know better. You know better. You know better. You know better. You do. So now you're manipulating the fans, saying all this BS reports when y'all the same guys that just knew that Punk wasn't coming back. Y'all knew with all the reports, nothing's been reported, and I haven't heard anything with Punk coming back to WWE. But now y'all know for sure Rock is trying to politic his way into main event WrestleMania, trying to politic his way to beat Roman Reigns. So let me get this right. The Rock, when he was there every week and was a full-time guy, didn't politic to beat the champion at WrestleMania when he should have. But now that he's never there, and now that he's part of the board committee, now that he's a part-timer, now he wants to beat Roman Reigns, even though technically, storyline-wise, it makes sense for him to beat Roman Reigns, just not for the title. But still, it's like, really? Like, think, my friends, think. But y'all have it in your mind that Rock is just evil. Like, when y'all were begging for Rock and Roman not too long ago. But because of Cody in this never-ending story, that trumps everything for y'all. When you damn well know as soon as this story is over and he wins the title, y'all same fans, y'all same media you're gonna start hearing something. And it's not Rocky sucks. You know what's gonna be? Cody sucks. Cody sucks. Cody sucks. Cody sucks. Let's go, Cody. Cody sucks. Let's go, Cody. Cody sucks. You want to know why I know that? Because he's been made to be the guy. He's on the cover of a WWE 2K. Poor Cody. He won back-to-back Rumbles. Poor Cody. He hasn't lost, he's only lost 2 matches in 2 years. Poor Cody. He is unequivocally the guy, the man in the WWE. He is the face. And once that guy gets the title and he's booked the same exact way, you know what people are going to be saying? You know what people are going to compare him to? But even more than a champion that we have right now in Seth Rollins, because Cody truly plays the white knight in the white hat, the good old boy. He truly plays that white meat babyface. It's good for now, but when he becomes champion, and now there's other guys that you want to see become champion, like LA Knight, like Sami Zayn, and he's beating those guys. You same fans are going to turn your back on him. Don't believe me? Ask AEW fans. AEW fans turned their back on Cody, and he started the damn company. AEW fans turned on Cody, and he didn't even win the world title, yet they still booed him. So, enjoy this while you can now, because in a short little while, it all will be crumbling down. Now, I am not going to act like I know the plans for WrestleMania, but there's a great chance that you all have been worked. And I know, all of you going to take credit. All of you fans are going to pat yourselves on the back like, we forced the WWE to take matters into our own hands. And Stop it. Cody already won the Rumble. He's already on the, first of all, he won the Rumble. So either way, he's going to most likely win a world title or be in a title match. So no, either way, there's nothing I have no sympathy for Cody. He's in a great position. And guess what? In kayfabe, unlike your Punks, unlike your Daniel Bryans who was held down or pushed down, he's in the position of power. Because guess what? Per kayfabe, he's the one making the choice. Why are we saying we want Cody when he won the Rumble? All he has to do is say, I want Roman. Hello? Ding dong. Is this on? It's like I'm looking at this. I'm like, we want Cody. You got him. All you got to do is say, I want Roman. It's his decision. If he doesn't choose Roman, it's on him. Man, he's an idiot. So I have no sympathy for Cody at all. The only sympathy I have for Cody is that creative really put him in a bad situation because he should have just won last year. Instead of saying Rocky sucks, like he's the one with the book, like he's the one making the decisions, you should be saying Triple H sucks. You should be saying WWE sucks because they went an entire year with him, a champion that's never there, and a guy that wants a championship that never fights for it. That is who should be saying sucks. But you can put all the onus and accountability on The Rock. That's cool because he can carry it. I don't think he minds. And because it's The Rock, he'll find a way to get you back on his side. Like, he's not new to this, he's true to this. So it'll be all right. Probably at the press conference, all of our questions will be answered at the press conference this Thursday. I just find it to be hilarious how y'all had all the patience in the world for a year because y'all thought you was going to get Cody and Roman, like that lit the world on fire the first time. But now y'all didn't even have patience for 2 hours to see how things was going to play out. You couldn't at least wait till the press conference a week later. It's like, y'all fans are special. Y'all are different. Y'all are unique. Y'all waited an entire year for Cody and Roman. Y'all couldn't wait a week to see them make the announcement. Now, if it's Rock versus Roman for the title, I can understand the frustration and it sucks. But again, this all would have been negated had Cody won last year. So I don't feel bad for Cody at all. I don't. You should have politicked better. You should have fought harder. Maybe you should have pulled a Triple H and said, I'm going to win this match. Maybe you should have pushed harder. But I don't feel bad for Cody. He's going to be in a great place. He's going to win the title. He's the guy as we speak right now. I don't feel bad for Cody at all. I feel more bad for Rock because this fan base is so fickle, it's so confusing that they don't know what they want. It's weird. And like I said, it's going to happen with Cody. So we're going to see what happens. But you want to blame anybody for all this? It's not Rock sucks. It's Triple H sucks. Because if he just would have booked Cody to win last year, this all will make all the sense in the world. But you go ahead and boo Rock. Let's see how far that gets you. And you pat yourself on the back because you changed creative. But at the end of the day, all they got to do is have Cody win the title at Elimination Chamber and still do Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania. But now you're going to tell me, oh no, they need to do Rock and Roman for a year. Because the Rock and Cena from 27 to 28 was built so great. Like I was there. It was nausea. Like it was like this thing that was just hovering over us. Like I did not care for it, but I'll deal with it. But just like y'all didn't like it when it was Rock and Cena. Don't act like you're gonna like it now. But don't act like you're gonna like it now. Like don't. It's like y'all. Okay, whatever. Y'all got it. I'm just saying. This is gonna be fun to watch. I'm gonna enjoy it regardless. I know, no matter what, I'm gonna enjoy it regardless. So it's gonna be fun for me to see how the fans react. I'm just gonna have a fun time. I'm gonna have a fun time. It's gonna be fun for me. But you go ahead and keep painting all these false narratives and creating all these reports to make Rock out to be this selfish, egomaniac villain. You go ahead. But I love you anyway. Love you like a play cousin. Like I said, enjoy this time while you can, because it ain't going to be around too much longer. This is Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. If you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Just bring it.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.